Hey guys, welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona and welcome to the home of every Barcelona lover. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on the latest developments. We are going to start with Frenkie de Jong. A recent report yesterday came out saying that Manchester City are interested in signing Frenkie de Jong, but it has been reported now that Manchester City are not interested in Frenkie de Jong. Secondly, we are going to be talking about on loan winger Alex Colado. It has been reported that he will return to Barcelona and sign a 2-year renewal. We are going to be discussing on that as well. Thirdly, talking about this Bernardo Silva, who plays for Manchester City, it has been reported that Barcelona are very attentive to the situation of the player. We are going to be discussing on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Manchester City were recently in news over their reported interest in midfielder Frenkie de Jong, but a fresh update from Spanish news outlet Marca has confirmed that Pep Guardiola's team have ruled themselves out of it. Frenkie de Jong's immediate future with Barcelona has been under extreme scrutiny, and even Barcelona are not completely ruling out the possibility of selling him. From Barcelona's point of view, there are two main reasons for that. First, the player hasn't really lived up to expectations recently, and second, his sale can actually help the team bring in substantial capital in the club. The only consideration would be an offer good enough that those sitting in the management offices cannot refuse. Knowing that, it is easier to understand why the player has started to feel uncomfortable with every passing week. On top of that, Barcelona are relentlessly expecting him to perform at his usual standard even after playing him out of his natural position. As a result, the midfielder is being substituted in almost every single game, forcing him to at least consider the idea of leaving in the summer. Now, if the midfielder does decide to part ways, he will have a plethora of options to choose from. This includes Manchester United, who will have the Young's former boss Erik ten Hag with them from next season onward, and even Bayern Munich. Another name that was thrown in the air, was that of Manchester City. The rumors were first generated by the English outlet Daily Mail, but Marca says signing him for Guardiola's team is now totally ruled out. Barcelona's idea to do business with Manchester City was to essentially leverage the upper hand they have with the Young, since the team is now linked with a certain Bernardo Silva. They were hoping to use him as a make-weight, but it seems the team will have to work on a different strategy altogether. With each passing day, Frenkie de Jong's future continued to be a subject of huge speculations, and we've been talking a lot about his future lately, and we have every right to do so since the media keeps on bringing every kind of news about his future. And all this started when Erik ten Hag was appointed as Manchester United boss, and of course, the rumors of Manchester United showing a lot of interest in Frenkie de Jong because of Erik ten Hag's influence. Now, it seems it's not only Manchester United, but other top European clubs. Bayern Munich have been showing interest. PSG are also showing interest. And a certain Manchester City did show interest, according to multiple reports yesterday, according to multiple English media outlets. And Marca have just refuted those claims, saying that Man City have ruled themselves out of it. They are not interested in him. It's going to be a very, very eventful summer, I think, as all Barcelona faithfuls will be looking at what happens to our star player Frenkie de Jong, which I wish he stays. I will say this every time. I wish Frenkie de Jong stay put at Barca, but Barcelona, as they are saying, they are tempted by the fact that if a big money offer comes, they will sell him, and I think it will be a very disappointing thing to see, and Frenkie de Jong himself will see his tenure at Barcelona a very disappointing one. Of course, Frenkie de Jong left Ajax to Barcelona back in 2019, and to be frank, I would say he has not really had that great time, he had with Ajax. I would say it came at a time where Barca is at a serious decline. Serious decline. Winning trophies have not been easy. I think Frenkie de Jong have just won the Copa del Rey, which was under Koeman last year. You remember his first season he came, we were trophyless that season. The next season, which was last year, we won Copa del Rey. This season we are trophyless again. So how bad it is. I don't think Frenkie de Jong ever saw this coming. When he was leaving Ajax to Barcelona, he thought he have come to his dream club where he will flourish, but that has not been the case. So let's see What Barcelona decides at the end of the day, will they be tempted by the high money that they will offer for Frenkie de Jong, or they will say no? De Jong is still a fundamental player to the squad. Let's see how things will be. Then on to the next story of discussion. According to journalist Gerard Romero, winger Alex Colado will return to Barcelona from his loan tenure with Granada at the end of the season and will sign a 2-year extension with the team. The journalist further said that Colado's immediate future rests with Xavi, who is said to be keen on working with the 23-year-old. The pair will work together during the pre-season, and if satisfied, he might as well get registered with the senior team after missing out this season. Colado, a product of the famed La Masia Academy, has no exposure to any kind of professional football in the first half of the ongoing season. After falling out of favor under former manager Koeman, his attempt of securing exit fell through hard. First, it was with Club Brugge and then with Sheffield United. As a result, the winger was left unregistered not only in the senior team but also in the Barca B team. All this prevented him to play any kind of professional football until January 2022, when the transfer window reopened. By then, the team agreed to send off Colado on loan to Granada, and he went on to make his debut against Barca itself after coming on as a substitute in a 1-1 draw. The move has worked wonders for everyone involved, as the winger has gone to make 13 league appearances with the team, scoring and assisting 1 goal each. During the time, he has clocked an impressive 697 minutes. And now Colado is set to return amidst all the uncertainties, with the future of Ousmane Dembele and Adama Traoré hanging in the balance. Xavi has decided to briefly work with the 23-year-old to try and understand his style of play. If the winger manages to leave an impression, there are chances that the manager might use him as an impact sub, but if not, expect another loan move to follow suit. Then on to the final story of discussion. In a piece of news that will excite Barcelona fans, Mundo Deportivo has published a report saying that the club is interested in Manchester City midfielder Bernardo Silva. The club is very attentive to his contractual situation. The report claims that the Portuguese want to leave the Premier League even though his contract runs until 2025. Bernardo is represented by super agent Josh Mendes, who has a terrific relationship with Barcelona. He also happens to be the agent of Ansu Fati, Francisco Trincao, and Adama Traoré, and most recently, he also became the representative of Nico Gonzalez. Barca officials met with Mendes recently over a lunch that discussed several players, including but not limited to the likes of Ruben Neves, Nico, and Traoré. Reports also state that the name of João Felix came up, and that the club is considering him as an alternative for Robert Lewandowski. Bernardo Silva was close to leaving Manchester City last summer, with the board demanding an amount of close to 70 million euros. Eventually, Pep Guardiola convinced the midfielder to stay, and he's been arguably the best midfielder in the continent this season. And while there have been no rumors indicating that Bernardo Silva is pushing for an exit again, the recent Champions League exit at the hands of Real Madrid might be as a catalyst in his departure. That said, it is almost certain that his 70 million euros price tag from last summer must have increased multifold. That could push him just out of reach for Barcelona. On the contrary, Barcelona could use Frenkie de Jong as a bargaining chip in this move. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe if you haven't. Please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.